Get more on that breaking news out of the US this morning, where there has been official confirmation America has ended its war in Afghanistan.
The final plane with the last remaining US troops on board left Kabul's airport earlier this morning, our time. Our correspondent Greg Jennett joins us now from Washington. Greg, good morning. A moment in history.
The longest war, America's longest war, is over, Michael. This is a significant inflection point in history, even though we knew it was coming. What has happened is that military forces have beaten the president's designated deadline by about 23 hours, leaving shortly after midnight local time in Kabul on the 31st of August, just after the clock had ticked over. It was a C-17 plane, part of a fleet of 5 US military aircraft. Mostly on board those planes were a tactical unit for what they call exfiltration. So that's your final elite mob, I suppose, who are capable of securing the airfield, destroying what needed to be destroyed in the final hours, and then scrambling on those planes. They're all due to have cleared Afghanistan airspace by now. General Frank McKenzie, as he's better known, had given this update. He's the general in charge of Central Command, overseeing all phases of this withdrawal. Torrid though it was, with the loss of 13 lives only last week, we always suspected they wouldn't run this down on the clock all the way to the wire, with a plane taking off at a minute to midnight tonight in Kabul. In the event that did not happen, the general also told us that, yes, they were able to destroy what military equipment couldn't be taken out. That included quite a large number of aircraft. In fact, I'll just check my numbers there. 70 vehicles, which are like the Australian Bushmaster, protected vehicles that are safe from mines. They destroyed those and left them in situ at Hamid Karzai International Airport. 27 Humvees, most people are familiar with those, and another 73 aircraft, which is a large number of aircraft. They'll never be flown again. Some were inoperable anyway, General McKenzie had said. So, yes, General McKenzie gave this news, broke it to the world and to America in a briefing from Central Command. Why don't we hear from him in his own words, a particular aspect of what's gone on here as far as security cooperation, particularly with the Taliban. General McKenzie.
I believe our Department of State is going to work very hard to allow any American citizens that are left, and we think the citizens that were not brought out number in the low, very low hundreds. I believe that we're going to be able to get those people out. I think we're also going to negotiate very hard and very aggressively to get our other Afghan partners out. The military phase is over, but our desire to bring these people out remains as intense as it was before.
OK, so the point being made there is that even though the military footprint is over and the war has ended, they are hoping to have an ongoing diplomatic relationship with the Taliban and a functioning airport right there in Kabul, so that any stragglers who weren't able to make these evacuation flights, be they American or whomever else, will be able to, in theory, perhaps, get aboard those flights and still make their way out of Afghanistan.
Greg Jennett in Washington, thank you.